What's up folks, it's your boy Locke and we're back at it again today with another day in the life. What I've noticed previously is that even though the vlogs got some good feedback, they were a bit too long and I think less people click through it. So I'm going to experiment and try out a shorter vlog and see where it goes. But the original plan was actually to just film maybe one part of the day and go a little more in depth with that, but I'm going to be experimenting a lot, so please bear with me y'all. But I'm really excited to show y'all today's because it's the day before Chinese New Year. And obviously, if y'all don't know, Chinese New Year is a massive thing to us Chinese people. So today I'm gonna be working out. I just finished one session at work. I will be working out now and I'm gonna show y'all what I'm gonna be up to because I've changed up my programming. So let's get it. So I've just left the gym and I'm in search for lunch. But before I do all that, I'm going to explain why I switched to the full body program. And if y'all have been following before, you'll know that previously I was actually running push and pull split. And that's more so for bodybuilding. Whereas now I have gotten a lot more into running and my goal by the end of this year is to get a sub 20. Hopefully I'll hit it before that because I want to run even faster. Maybe even do a high rocks with friends, I don't know, we'll see. So the weight training is going to be more tailored towards making sure that I can run better, faster, and make sure I don't get injured and stay injury free. So as you can see, I'm doing a bit of power stuff at the beginning with some hand cleans, some lunges, some Nordic curls at the end to make sure that I stay healthy, knee-wise, injury-free. But I still want to maintain my upper body mass. And although as a longer distance runner, so for 5Ks, you don't actually need that much upper body mass. And if anything, it might be detrimental. I still want to maintain that physique and still look good. So that's the reason behind why I have upper body there. As you'll notice, everything is RPE 7 or less. So it's not going towards failure anymore and training towards that because you want to minimize the amount of soreness you get and also not end up under recovering. I plan to weight train 2 or 3 times a week and hopefully build up towards 5 to 6 runs a week. But that's probably going to be down the line because you don't want to build up too much mileage early. Sorry, you do want to build up mileage, but you want to do it very progressively. There's a couple of studies that show if you increase your mileage by 10% or more over each week, your risk of injury becomes significantly higher. So you want to avoid that. I am now heading towards the flower market and I'll be going with my girlfriend. So for those of y'all who don't live in Hong Kong, the flower market usually opens during Chinese New Year. And for us Chinese folks, flower market, Chinese festivities are massive and it's a really important week for us. So there's going to be a lot of activities then and perhaps I'll be doing more vlogs regarding Chinese New Year. But for now, I'll catch y'all in a sec. And bang, we are here. This is Causeway Bay, Victoria Park. Every year we've got the flower market. Obviously it's a fair with a lot of other stuff. And the weather is amazing. It's currently 24, 25 degrees and I'm absolutely loving it. I love the heat. I can't deal with winter. It's 24 and it's beautiful. Everyone's out, it's a nice day. Girlfriend's here. Hi. And we're checking out the flower market. I don't see any flowers at the moment, but I'm sure there will be. It's on that side, so catch y'all in a bit. What are those? I have no idea what these are. What are they called? I think it's for luck. No idea. And I don't know why there's so many cherry blossoms, but I guess it's just pretty. And a lot of people in Hong Kong seem to get cherry blossoms here. No idea why. They love it. That's why everyone goes to Japan as well. But yeah, I guess it looks really pretty. I'm not much of a flower person though, so I don't know. There's a lot of orchids in this flower market, and I can see why. Look how pretty they are. Beautiful. Most purple ones I've seen in the market so far. I'd probably get one until you find out how much they cost. Just left the flower market. Probably walked about an hour. It was crazy hot, but good time. Lots of flowers. I think it's really nice to be able to go to these small little events in Hong Kong. Just gets you out of this really fast-paced city life. And for a lot of people, it's a very stressful city. I'm very lucky that I work freelance and I don't do that many hours. And I'm always able to be in the present. I'm not very stressed, and that makes a big difference for health. So if there's anything to take away from this is, if you're working a lot, really stressed, try and get out there, find nature. It helps with anxiety and stress. So yeah, I usually try and get out on walks as much as possible and just leave the workplace. It makes me feel much better physically, but also mentally as well. And as for now, I'm going to head back to work before I go to, guess what? Grandma's for dinner again with my family. So see y'all then. So I just left Grand's and I completely forgot to film all the food that we had. I was very present in the moment and genuinely just forgot. And I guess that's the beauty of being present. You don't get anxious about other things that are not being done. And I remember the first time I filmed the vlog, I was very anxious, making sure that I have to get this right, I have to get that right. But the more I'm doing it now, the more I'm starting to embrace the imperfections. And I think that's the beauty of vlogging. I used to be really concerned about making sure that the frame is correct, this and that. But now I'm just filming when I feel like I'm ready to film. But anyway, I'm currently heading home now on a nice little walk. I'm honestly pretty tired. It was really hot today, and when we were out in the flower market, I felt a bit dehydrated and also really hungry, so I fell asleep at Grand's. But overall, it was an amazing day, and I just want to talk about how grateful I am to have a great and amazing girlfriend, good friends, good family, and great health. I was on the MTR just now, and I was probably just really tired and hungry, and maybe a little low on blood sugar. So I felt like my heart was starting to race a little bit, and I started feeling a bit dizzy. And I was like, oh man, I can't imagine what people who don't have good health or don't have good health practices feel like, because their body must sometimes succumb to these things quite often. And that's when I was truly grateful for simply having good health. And very much like investing for stocks or whatever else you invest in, bonds, property, health is the same. You've got to put money in the bank. And every time you go for a run, every time you weight train, every time you eat well, you're putting money in the bank. And that's really important. A lot of people don't see the rewards right away and they go, oh, well, it's a waste of time. No, you need to learn how to have delayed gratification, and the rewards will come later. But even if you don't sense the rewards now, what you'll find is that as you age and get older, the people around you start to get older, your friends, peers, people you've known 10 years ago, they age. And that's when you'll truly realize, wow, it was 100% worth it to have put in the hours to be healthy. Now, I'm very lucky that I'm very passionate about training, and I grew up playing sports. But for people who struggle with that, I promise you, it's going to be all worth it at the end of the day. And I will talk more about that in the future, in other vlogs. And comment down below if you would like some advice on fitness, nutrition. Not that I'm a nutritionist, but just my opinions on how to maximize and improve your health and fitness. As for now, I'm going to head home and I'm going to play a few games with my friend before I go to bed. And that's going to close off a beautiful pre-Chinese New Year, because tomorrow's a big Chinese New Year day, and I'll be spending time with a couple of friends for an early run in the morning. Then I'm going to head to my girlfriend's, walk the dog at the dog park, and then after that, go home for family dinner again. But for now, I'm gonna go home, game, and get to bed early. So I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for tuning in.